Welcome back, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. I dismissed our companions. I was feeling a little bit cramped in these close quarter hallways, so yeah. Also, it looks like we got some terminals here. Maybe some more story. Did it turn my visor green? Huh. Unknown user entry. Hello? Hello? Nothing. No resistance on the way in. This place looks like it's been cleaned out already. The lights are really starting to freak me out. Even Crab is spooked. Then they just light up and blink out. Led me to this terminal. Hello? I don't get it. I guess it's not the terminal we're after. 011011011 01101000000000000. Okay, maybe it is. Okay, let me just check for deleted data. Got it. Hostile takeover. Military orders. This place is contracted to manufacture vertebrate electronics. The parts we need must be around here somewhere. Let's find them and get the hell out of here before those robots show up again. Oh yeah, thanks, dead people. Did a ghost lead them to this terminal? Ooh. Some more ITS. The guided core lock. Oh, and the schematics. There you go. Translated schematics info. Pip-Boy auto-translate 99% successful. Finally managed to manufacture a strain of nanites capable of converting matter from one thing to another. Should come in useful for many things, but especially for manufacturing more 10mm diamond caseless rounds. We expended 90% of our resources securing the fort, and most of the rest is lying around inside. Word unknown. We could really use the extra damage right now. Decasing standard 10mm rounds for use in M4A1s and M95A1s has proven ineffective for dealing with the Khazra and Xenomorphs. I'm sending Stormbots with orders and enough nanites down to our weapons manufacturing plant to keep the droids busy for a while and our ammo stock high. They also have orders to distribute the schematics for several new ammo types and a few armor variants across several terminals for safekeeping. I don't trust this area. The area as a whole, I don't trust it. Let's see. We've got this thing. This takes 12.7. Intelligent tracking system. 12.7 ITS. Alright. Alright, that goes back to the industries. That was weapons. Okay. And we're still looking for a way to unlock that door. Unless it's open now. I guess we'll see. Oh. Jar of nanites. There's something skulking around over here. Does one of these actually have a button hidden on it? Okay. Alien. We looked over here, right? Yep. Oh, did we check up there? Or we can't get up there. Oh, I don't know if we're supposed to be able to get up there. Probably not. There wasn't a door back here, was there? No. Alright. let's head back. And this leads back to the pump rooms, I believe. Is there anything in these? That's the pump station. Pretty sure we searched all these. All right. Tin can. Oh, alien power cells. Okay. Utility. All right, we checked there already. That's still locked. All right. See if there's another like side entrance or exit. Ugh, the thing. Oh. Something over. I'm guessing that's an exit then. Wait, so hold on. Local map. Renwick Research Cave. Alright. There's no other entrance to Renwick. Alright, well that might just be a sign to move on and come back to it later. Maybe we have to find a key somewhere. So, what else do we got on the map then? Renwick Research Offices. Oh, okay. Rotten Camp. Cliff Cave. Abandoned Shack. Fort Geronimo. I believe that's the airport. Yeah, let's... Where's the con shack? Yeah, let's go to the con shack. That sounds interesting. And let me make it daytime. First opinions on the ITS, they kind of suck. Ah, and it cracked my helmet. Am I still going the right way? Up. Can't really go up. This is going... This is not going at all in that direction. We need to go... What is this? East? I don't know where that map marker is leading me. Now a little bit south. Just leading us back into town with all the damn cliffs. Oop. Alright, this looks like the con house. And then the smoky cave. Howdy. What do you want? Can you explain a few things to me? Look, I don't know you. If you want something, go ask Easy. She knows more about what's going on around here. Okay. Great Khan. Oop. Let me just get those for you. Easy? What can I do for you? Can you tell me anything about this area? It's a dead-end valley that we're trapped in, and it's filled with monsters. Oh yeah, and robots, and raiders. I'm still trying to piece everything together myself. If you want to know more, check out the desk in the upstairs bedroom. It has all the info we could find on the situation in it. What's your story? I'm a great con, born survivor. Seems like everything on this damn planet wants to kill us, but we're still here. Personally, I had it rougher than most, but I don't know you well enough to talk about any of that. Can you give me anything to help me out? Nope, especially given the circumstances. If you want something, you have to trade for it. Well, can I trade? Sure, have a look. Let me know if you see anything you like. Bren. X2 antenna. Oh, you don't have combat armor. I was gonna say, if we see any of that. You got any of that fancy ammo I've been seeing around? No. Oh yeah, I have 100 plasma rifles. Oh yeah, I picked up a scar. Yep.
Pleasure doing business with you.
See you around. See this Bren. Yep. That's a Bren.
Hello.
It's the thumbs in the sights.
Diane.
Clint? Never mind. Alright, I was told there was some sort of exposition here. Layla's info 1 and Virgil's story 1.
What?
I'm glad our brothers have returned home from Boulder City.
Safe. Alright, what we got in those notes? Virgil and the others have gone, but before he left, he told us all to document as much of what happens here as possible. So if they heard our calls for help out at the canyon, then we can give them as much information as possible. No one I know has ever seen or spoken of anything like the creatures I have witnessed over the last few weeks. First, there was the explosion. I thought the whole house would collapse, but it looks like the people who built it really knew what they were doing. The whole house is reinforced with several layers of thick metal panels. Then came the robots. We hid like we used to whenever the Deathclaws showed up in force. They ignored us, though it sounded like the others in the valley were not so lucky. I couldn't care less about the stink fuckers, but the people up at the lodge seemed nice enough. I met up with one of their scavs, Erica. She was surprised to bump into us out here, but at least she had met with the cons before. She was aware that we're not the same as most of the other so-called local gangs, and approached us with her weapon lowered. She even came back a few times and brought a whole load of our chems, plus a load of base ingredients. Probably starved for good gear out here. The robots soon took over the whole valley, and there was a near constant stream of them heading back and forth outside for over a month. No idea what they were up to. It was not worth the risk of investigating at the time. Then the monsters showed up, all different kinds. Fighting, feeding, fucking, you name it. I've seen it. Sick shit. I saw a robot fucking a dinosaur. It was awful. I've seen at least 3 different creatures on top of the robots, like which I've never seen anything before. The first was some kind of humanoid creature with an elongated head, shiny black body, and a tail. They swarmed over the robots in groups of 3. Even with the advanced firepower, the robots had these beasts tore. Even with the advanced firepower, the robots had these beasts tore through them like paper. They must be armored like the robots themselves. Then came the bulking ogres with spears, jabbing away anything showing signs of life. I saw blue and red varieties of this one creature alone. Not quite as big as those super mutants at Jacobstown, but they could move fast when they needed to. I'm sure I saw one of them fighting some kind of round creature with long arms. I have no idea what that was. Sometime in the night, the first lot found us, started clawing at the walls, throwing themselves against the door. Luckily, between our traps, Dom's flamer, and Virgil's rifle, we managed to kill enough to put the rest off for now. Virgil made the decision the next day that we should leave the valley and head for the old caves. No way Benji would have lasted the journey, though, so I chose to stay and look after him. Besides, help could show up any time. I know I heard something over the radio before the interference got so bad around here. Now it's the next day and another humanoid species has shown up, a lot of them carrying unusual glowing energy weapons. Not long after one of the local raiders showed up pleading to be let in, he managed to sneak up the path with a stealth boy. Dumb fucker coming here for help, dressed himself up all dapper for the occasion too, some kind of old world business wear. He tried to pass himself off as a lost trader, but we could smell that bastard before we even let him in. No way he could have sold shit to anyone. Virgil let Prague go to work on him, then used one of the creep stealth boys to go and make a warning outside. After that, they left. It's many hours later now, and some creatures seem to be occupying the old town opposite our house. No word from Virgil yet, but there's no way for him to contact us anyway. However, a scout showed up from Red Rock, young guy called Kendrick. He's pretty good with a rifle and has been keeping an eye on the creatures in town since he arrived. He got in over the mountains, no way for us all to travel back, but he told me that more help is on the way. I hope it arrives soon. I think some of the raiders have found a way to align themselves with one of the new factions. If they see the mess we made of the one that came here earlier, they're not going to be happy. I wish those guys would not take these vendettas to such extremes and think sometimes. That rotting corpse is bound to attract all sorts of creatures. So what was that guy's name? Ashburn. So Ashburn made it here and then got killed by the cons. Virgil's story. My name's Virgil, and I have chosen to keep a diary. My spelling will be bad. I do not have many books to check my words, and not much time. I don't know what's going on. If you happen to find this note, then you want to know what the hell is going on here too. That or you're robbing from my house and people. Fuck you if you are. Monsters and robots are here. Robots came first, but not for us. They left our shack be. Robots fight monsters, I think. We radioed for help to Red Rock, but heard nothing back. Monsters show up last night. The traps and Dom's flamer put them down. We must leave here, though. More will come. Dom, Jade, and Prague coming. Benji must stay. Legs too bad. Layla is staying too. I wish she wouldn't. There are caves here over the bridge some ways. They lead to another valley. The Big Bang came from that way, though. Must be careful. Okay. So no more looking for Ashburn, but now we gotta look for Virgil. In addition to the NCR party that came along this way.
We're not moving as many camps now that the fiends have been taken out.
Whoop. So why did you come here? We caught a cry for help from our friends here on the radio just after the big explosion. Not long after we lost complete radio contact with our group here in the valley, we were sent to investigate. Tell me about the explosion. What's the tell? You must have felt it. It was most likely caused by that crashed spaceship outside. Ooh. How'd you get into the valley? Same way you did, I expect. Must have ventured in during a rare quiet spot. There used to be caves running from Red Rock. Unfortunately, now they've all collapsed, flooded, or worse. We sent a scout, a good climber called Kendrick, out here. Never heard back from him, but the time we got here, only pieces of him and our friends remained. Oh. Alright. What's this? Con storage cave. Alright. Probably nothing too exciting in here. Oh, never mind. Full of fucking parasites. I was just expecting to find some cons that would tell me to go fuck myself. Shoot. Running out of ammo. Alright. Raiders ahead. Murderer. Oh, it's just Raider's head. Guessing this is Ashburn. This man is a murderer, member of the Stink Fiends, killer of men, women, and children, cannibal, rapist, thief, corpse. There's no fooling the cons. He managed to disguise everything but the smell. Oh, what's this? Cave? Oh, God. What are you? Deathclaw with a fucking bumper sword. Alien. All right. You don't count as a death claw. Renwick Research Offices. Oh, that's even more brighter. Oh, jeez. Chara nanites. Translated message. Pip-Boy auto-translate 97% successful. Unknown word. Looks like we hit some subspace interference during the dimension jump. Unknown word says her auto-guidance systems are fried and we need to find a safe spot to land and initiate repairs. I'm unfamiliar with this reality, though I am more familiar with the universe. Looks like we are not far from Terra, the humanoid settlement in unknown word. Same time and date as the reality I jumped from. As usual, we should be okay. I have visited that place many times before. Locals are easy enough to deal with, but unfortunately are worth little more than space detritus on the collector's markets. Not that that matters with my current cargo. 10 classic T-800 Cyberdyne Systems extermination units, all units inactive and awaiting reprogramming. 4 Tyrannid claw beasts, very rare find, found a small unknown brood including a zoanthrope on the third moon of unknown word. Zoanthrope unfortunately perished during acquisition. 8 Khazra assorted collected to order. 6 Wanamingo prime specimens for the unknown word tournament. Should fetch a good price on the night. 8 Dendromolicus, aka prawns, more fodder for unknown word. Slave moon to meet my contract terms with their king. 6 xenomorph warrior class from the rare and ultimately failed experiments at Wayland Yutani in the unknown word dimension. 9 xenomorph eggs, a delicacy in my own homeworld of unknown word. Don't expect many to be left once I get back. I have Butler preparing one for me now. 1 xenomorph queen, my most prized commodity, a completely acid-free xenomorph queen bred as part of the domestication project, possibly the only one in existence. Attempts to capture a half-grown parasite breeder on unknown word proved problematic. The mountain we landed near turned out to be a nest of the things, and we had to evacuate the area. Thankfully, all the organics are still sealed in their stasis chambers for their benefit as well as mine. I'm getting random power failures across the board, though. I'll have to deactivate several of my droids, else risk losing power to the vital systems. 89%. Good God. Knuckle something parasites got on board somehow. I was working on repairing the guidance systems when I heard the alarms go. When Butler went down to collect supper, 3 of them were running around the cargo hold. The droids took care of 2, but 1 managed to climb up into the ductwork somehow and must have crawled into a vital system area, and something committed an auto purge with the something hatch still open. AAI, my something, you nearly fried me, you stupid something. Guidance systems are totally cooked. Somehow I managed to find a distress beacon coming from Terra. It looks like it's something in origin, but it should be enough to guide us down. It's going to be a rough landing, though. Something is destroyed. All her AAI systems were ruptured on impact. My personal shields were all that saved me during the crash. Somehow Butler managed to crawl out of the wreckage, dented but fully operational. Most of the other droids are scrapped now. The stasis chambers remain untouched, of course, so my cargo remains unaffected for now. However, it is only a matter of time before their individual power supplies burn out, exposing my commodities once again to the ravages of time. It's doubtful our arrival went unnoticed. Even with the ship's stealth active, there would have been no way to muffle the explosion on impact, and in my experience, these Terrans are an inquisitive bunch. I have no choice but to reboot the T-800 units. Hopefully my basic hacks will hold out until I salvage some equipment and perform a complete format and reprogramming. 99% successful. Local salvage operations have been a huge success. Most of the local buildings are heaps of rubble, but we managed we happened upon a stable location with access to some primitive Terran computing tech opposite the crash site. The few organics already living in the building posed no threat to my droids and were easily eliminated. After rebooting the facility's mainframe to run off a something power source, I was able to learn much about the history of this always unpredictable planet. In this dimension, as in many others, the planet was plunged into a gigantic civil war in which over 80% of the Terran population was wiped out in a few short hours. The Terrans actually used nuclear devices on themselves this time. Really, how dumb are these surface dwellers? Yet they are seemingly capable of so much, walking contradictions every one. The high levels of background radiation would explain many of these unusually sized creatures that seem to dominate the area, though luckily the unusual environment and 200 years of evolution mean that they should still fetch a high price in the live auctions. I may need to embellish their backstory a little though. Many collectors are put off by simple mutations. Translate schematic info. Finally managed to manufacture a strain of nanites. Oh. Yeah, we read that one. We read that in the basement of the factory. And then there's 12 gauge explosive sticky recipe. Nice. Okay. So, a space traveler crash landed on Earth and released a bunch of alien species and robots. Alright, well, we are going to cut here, and in the next episode, we'll head into Renwick research. So, I hope you all enjoyed. You all have a wonderful night, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.